Millions of years ago, this area of Turkey was covered in volcanic ash, which hardened into two distinct layers, a porous rock called tuff underneath a layer of basalt. As the volcanic activity slowed to an eventual stop, wind and water began to erode the softer areas of rock, leaving behind pillars of the harder areas. Basalt, which is harder than tuff, wore away more slowly, leaving behind caps on some of the pillars. Despite knowing how they formed, the columns left behind are honestly magical. They rise out of the earth all across the Cappadocia region, and their name only increases the feeling of wonder: the fairy chimneys. Over the centuries, people discovered how easy it is to carve away at the tuff, which made way to hundreds of cave systems being cut into the stone. For over 1,000 years, the caves were used as houses, churches, kitchens, and dining rooms, with underground cities all over the region. Now, towns like Göreme are built around the fairy chimneys, incorporating them into hotels, restaurants, and homes. The most popular activity here in Göreme is to watch or ride in the hot air balloons that fly at dawn each morning. When planning our trip to Turkey, seeing a balloon flight in Cappadocia was at the top of our list.
It's very unlike us to start a video at night.
It's very unlike us.
But this place is worth it.
We have just had a very long and stressful day.
We actually filmed a little bit. I'll put that in right now.
Hello.
Oh my God,
It is. It's a new video. It is the day we're going to Göreme, and it's almost 4 p.m. and it's been the most stressful day.
We mentioned in our Istanbul video that we had a bit of like transport drama. Basically, we wanted to book a train. We weren't able to do it outside of Turkey, and we were told it won't be a problem. You can buy them as soon as you're there. You can get them the day of. We tried to get them 2 days before. Every single train was sold out.
It was like booking concerts for tickets for a concert. It was like the
One
second
would like pop up.
Yeah, the second someone cancelled, it would get snatched up immediately.
Yeah.
So we booked a Flixbus to connect with our second bus because the train was for only part of the journey and we had a bus for the second half. So we had to book a bus for the first half as well to connect to the second half. We had a 45-minute leeway and we were like, knowing Flixbus, it's going to be tight. The bus left half an hour late.
Because the driver just didn't turn up till the bus was meant to leave at 8:30.
Yep.
Driver rocks up at... bus was meant to leave at 8. Driver rocks up at 8:30.
Yeah, we stopped for like a couple of rest stops. There was like one unscheduled toilet break that like stressed us out. It was just horrible. But we made it.
We did it.
With like 20 minutes to spare, which is
Bus
amazing.
number 2.
And so now we can finally like eat and relax. So we've done it. All our other buses are direct. We don't have to do a connection anymore. No. Honestly, I'm glad that the day has gone like this, and now we can just relax, hopefully get to Göreme at a reasonable time, get some dinner.
A nice couple of days later.
God, we need it.
Better be worth it. But honestly, that journey was probably worth it because we've been in Göreme for all of
10 minutes?
10 minutes, and it is probably the coolest place we've ever been.
Yeah, coming into the city, we like came down some hills and we could see all the fairy hills starting to pop up, even in the dark. And we were just like, oh my gosh. And then we got to our hotel. Because Göreme is so cheap, we like splurged a little. And by splurge, Krissie will put the price per night.
75 Australian a night.
But the room is gorgeous and we like paid a little more to like stay in one of the hills. And the owner said our one was like a one of a kind, like very old, but our place is gorgeous.
Yeah, we'll film it when we get back. It's like almost 9 p.m.
Yes.
And we got on a bus this morning at 8, and all we've really eaten since is snacks. So we are promptly going out to dinner.
Yes, so we're gonna just end this clip off here, but we just wanted to like say how excited we are. I'm probably the most excited I've ever been to wake up in the morning and see the like magic outside our window, because we can sort of see it now, but...
And if the balloons go in the morning, like just outside our room is like a little terrace where the restaurant is.
God, I hope they go.
It's gonna be wild.
But if they don't, this place is so cool anyway.
Yeah, so. We have 2 morning shifts for the balloons, so hopefully they go on one of them. But we are in one of the highest cancellation times of year just because of the weather.
Yeah, so we'll see.
But either way, like this place is gonna be amazing.
Look at this pup.
Hey buddy. Anyway, we're just getting distracted now. So I'll film a few clips of our dinner, and if I remember when we get back to our room, I'll film it before we mess it up.
But we'll see you probably tomorrow. That was so good. We demolished all of it except for mystery pepper because I don't know if it's spicy. We literally didn't breathe.
No.
There's some international foods I've eaten where I prefer the Australian version just because I'm like used to it. But this is better than Australian Turkish.
Agreed.
Like, this is on another level. And we're gonna try and not come here tomorrow night.
But we've already both separately had the thought to do it, so...
Oh, okay, now it's time to go back and show you our place. Alright, you can't see Krissie at all, but we're just about to go into our little room. I mean, are you kidding? Look at that.
It's so cute.
The guy was...
You can't really see it at the moment. We'll show you tomorrow, like, what the cave is in.
Yeah.
Because it's so cool.
The guy was like, sorry, it's a little small. And we were like, that is okay.
It's not the smallest accommodation we stay in.
This is our bathroom. I mean, look at this. All right, we're just going to have a shower, go to bed,
Get in that bed. Be
and
cozy.
have the coziest night until like 7:30 when we have to get up and check the balloons. And fingers crossed, because I really want to see them from this balcony.
It would be amazing.
Let's see. But I really hope the next clip is of balloons in the
I
morning.
reckon the thumbnail is of balloons
Yes,
in the morning.
true. You'll know by now if we saw them. Good night.
Okay, it's still dark. Catherine's just locking the door behind me. We just did the maddest scramble to get up. We weren't sure if the balloons were going to fly because we don't think they've flown the last couple of days. But we have just stepped outside of our room and look at this. Look at the wall. Oh my god. So many balloons, but also, so we're literally just on the rooftop of our hotel, which is very cute. There's like little chairs and tables and stuff, but up on the hill over here, I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see all the people up there. But we really chose well with our hotel.
We are the only people up here. This is insane. This is like one of those bucket list moments that you see on Google and you're like, oh, that would be cool, and then we just did it. And we got so lucky because what was the percentage of them being cancelled this month? Like 70?
No, January 70 is the 2nd of February.
Yeah.
So we're in there. I think it's like a 50% cancellation
month. Oh my god, we're so lucky.
Crazy.
Shot in our hotel.
We did. So we got here, as you saw, late last night. So we didn't really look around. We just walked to our room, which was via that other terrace we were just on. But there's a second little terrace. It's the cushions on the rug. We just spent some time taking photos here. And have we taken too many photos this morning? Probably. But am I gonna not believe in 3 days that this was actually real? Yes. Alright, so most of the balloons are starting to land now, so we're going to head back and get ready for the day before we have breakfast in this cute little thing.
Almost an hour, so.
Yeah, but we thought we'd show you. So that down there, that's the door to our room.
That's our room.
So it looks like a little cave inside because it is.
The
Look
coolest
at that.
room we've ever been in.
Absolutely.
Film all the way up. Oh, there's a balloon. Oh my god.
Is it? Oh yeah. Man, this place is... It
So
looks
magical.
like another planet.
It does. And this is the aftermath of us waking up a bit late and being like, clothes!
And this is why we filmed the room for you last night.
Yes.
Because honestly, this is what happens in every hotel room. It's a couple of hours later, we had breakfast, we got ready for the day, and now we're heading up to the Open Air Museum. But I'm not sure we're going to make it.
We've been stopped.
We've made a friend.
Oh.
Look at this little guy.
No.
Buddy.
Come on, you just sanitized.
I know, but look how sweet he is. Look at that little face.
It's the half and half.
I know.
I'm obsessed with him. He's some kind of like mutt because he has the he's like the build of a corgi.
Yeah, he
with
has
the
like
face of like a Jack Russell or
he's got
something.
the stockiest little legs.
He's so cute. He's so short. I want to take him home immediately.
Now we have to try and keep walking up this slippery wooden
Yeah,
staircase.
we've seen a lot of people slip.
Wish us luck. We drew ourselves away from the pup that we named Patch, which was very hard because we love him, and now we're coming up on another pup. So
This one's so cute.
this is going to be a slow journey. Okay, we're inside the museum now. It's 20 euros
Yeah.
to get in. It's very cool. There's just like signs around explaining stuff. But you can go into some of the caves. There's a couple of churches, which you're not allowed to film in.
This one's really
Oh no! Where is he?
I'm gonna pretend he's just getting sympathy from people and he's not actually hurt. It doesn't look sore.
No, but it might be sore. Oh, buddy. Anyway,
Most of the animals around here look well looked after, so there's
They
clearly
do.
vets and stuff.
and most of the cats have clipped ears, and a lot of the dogs are tagged.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We're getting distracted again.
it's very
Anyway,
easy.
look around like
Yeah, like all of these like things. Some of them you can go in. You can actually probably see people going up there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the churches you can't film in because of the frescoes.
it
Because
doesn't stop most people.
no, but they don't want them to get more damage than they already are. But it is so interesting.
I love this.
Just like trying to imagine what it would have been like to live here
I know.
in the rocks.
And like how the hell people even did it.
I know, like some of them. There's one. These. How?
How are they getting up there?
How are they getting up there to carve those out?
No, it's crazy. As we sit beside this, we thought we'd just do a little like wrap up. It's been very nice. I really like the Open Air Museum. We've probably been here for like an hour, between an hour and a half. We just want to chat about what there is here.
Yeah, because I filmed a little bit, but there's a lot of people around, obviously, so it's a bit hard to talk. There's so many different like caves that you can go into that will have different purposes. There's like churches that you can't really film in, but then there's also frescoes on the outside of some.
There's like quite a few dining related caves, so it's like they've built tables into the rock, which is so cool. Krissie filmed a cave that was completely black on the roof that we assume was made for cooking, like so they cooked in there. A lovely place, very cool.
Very picturesque.
Very picturesque, and we're very lucky that we got such a good day.
Yeah.
Like, it's February. It's supposed to be like some of the worst weather, and it's just like a pretty good temperature.
I mean,
Clear skies. It's chilly, but it's not that bad. Clear skies, just lovely.
We really did get lucky because this is our only full day here.
I know. We only had one
We
day.
were a bit worried that we'd maybe shot ourselves in the foot by doing that, but it worked out for
Paid
us.
off today. So yeah, now we are going to look in the gift shop and then walk back down to the town to have a look around the town, get some more delicious food, see so many more dogs.
And cats.
And cats. And yeah, we'll show you around the town when we get down there.
So we're leaving, and once again, we haven't gotten very far. Patch is here.
He's lying in. Oh.
Have you ever seen a cozier pup just napping in the sun?
Guys, we're having fresh Turkish bread in Turkey.
It's so good. It's complimentary. We think, based on the reviews it is, we didn't order it and it came. So it comes with, so this is like olive oil with pomegranate syrup. And this is za'atar, is that how it's pronounced? Which is like spices and crushed nuts mixed together. And it is so good.
So tasty.
It's so tasty.
Also, we're just about to have mante, which is like a traditional Turkish pasta, and we're quite keen for that too.
We are in a different restaurant, by the way.
Yes, we are, and we've chosen another restaurant for tonight, so we're really branching out.
Yeah. Okay, it's arrived. So we've got chips, a classic. And then look at this tiny.
So I heard about this in a podcast. I think
Try some.
Yeah, try it. It's basically little raviolis.
Interesting.
But from what I understood from the podcast, it's like a traditional Turkish dish, but every region does it differently. So there's a particular place that does it like in a soup, which is not here, but in Cappadocia they do it like with a tomato sauce and yogurt.
Yeah, I really like it. It's basically tzatziki.
Oh,
And then
interesting.
this was kind of a little spicy. But yeah, I like it.
Good evening.
We went back to the hotel to like do a couple of like things,
Yeah,
update
just,
our
like-
budget, etc.
Post on Instagram, do some YouTube stuff.
Yeah, that was like 3.5 hours ago.
Yeah.
And time got away from us.
Yeah.
We did spend some of that sitting outside looking at the view while
it
we
was
did our
beautiful.
stuff.
So we did have a place for dinner.
Yeah, we said today we'd chosen a different place for dinner.
Yeah, and we were like excited to go, but both at lunch when we popped by and at dinner, there's not a single customer.
Yeah.
Like either time.
It has good reviews.
It has so many good reviews, but there's no customers.
Yeah.
And we're like, that's kind of weird.
And interestingly, like it has good reviews and it has minimum 3 times as many reviews as any other restaurant in this town. But no customers. And we were like, it just seems suspicious. So we're going back to the place we went to for dinner yesterday.
Yeah, we're gonna order something different. So that's at least we know it'll be good, pretty cheap. I'm keen.
Yeah, we're gonna actually peruse the menu tonight because yesterday it was so late that we found something we
just
both liked and we were like,
yes.
that, done.
Yeah, but today we're gonna take our time. And yeah, we'll show you what we get.
Yeah, I'm excited.
We got the same thing as yesterday except lamb and extra rice because I'm just fully obsessed with this rice.
We didn't get chips today because we had chips for lunch.
Yeah. I also there's some Australians like behind Krissie and it's just fun. I like spotting them in the wild.
Update, the couple on the table like next to us is also Australian, so that's 6 for 6 people eating at this restaurant.
Good morning. We are very puffed, so just ignore that. It's quite early. It's about probably close to 7:30. We're power walking up a hill because the balloons are on again, and while we were like watching them from our balcony yesterday, look at them in the background, we could see all these people up on a hill, and we found the viewpoint yesterday it costs to get up there. So we saved it for now, and we're almost there.
All right, we would definitely recommend leaving a bit earlier than we did.
Hey,
This hill is no joke.
we couldn't go earlier because the website announcing if they're gonna fly goes live at about 7:10.
And they start flying at 7.
Yeah,
So if you can see them, you'll know earlier. Anyway, I would still recommend just assume they're gonna go and go earlier so that you don't have to rush up that
that
hill.
hill is no joke.
My God.
But we made it.
And now we get to enjoy the view.
Thank God.
It's so cool watching them from up here because firstly, you can really see all of them. But from up here, you can really see how the town is built into the fairy chimneys. Like they just pop up out of the town. It's so pretty. So worth the hike.
Firstly, we've collected a friend. He was trotting alongside us. Ah!
All right, everyone.
Come on, off we
Let's continue
go.
our walk. We're all just going on a walk together.
That viewpoint was very cool.
It was.
And we stayed up, it's 8:30, so honestly we were there for another hour. Same as yesterday, we stayed up for about an hour. So it was very good, and now we are heading back down to our hotel to pack up because we have a bus in a couple of hours.
Yes.
But honestly, we've loved Göreme.
Yeah.
Göreme.
We were worried about only planning one full day, 1.5 days here.
Yeah,
But we did
the whole thing.
most of what there is to do in this town. There is a lot of other stuff you can do, but it requires either hiring a car or getting a taxi or something like that.
Yeah.
So you could spend a week in this area.
I'm gonna pass to Krissie. My arm's getting sore.
But we really just wanted to see the town and do the stuff within that vicinity.
Yeah.
So I feel a day and a half was good.
It was
we
good.
got
we got very lucky.
we got very lucky with 2 balloons, but you also double your chances of seeing them if you stay an extra morning. But yeah, definitely the risk paid off.
But it was a risk.
It was a risk, but it worked out for us, and I am so grateful.
Me too. Such a bucket list moment.
It really is.
Oh, we've collected another friend.
This is like when we were in the Greek island and we just
Oh,
accidentally...
here's the other one.
What are we all doing? Oh, we're stopping? Alright.
Off we go.
We've walked all the way back to almost at our hotel, and this dog, who we've named Toast, is still with us. And we don't really know how to get rid of him before we go into the hotel. So that's fun.
Brought a dog back to our hotel.
Alright, it's time to say goodbye to Toast. But I'm not sure Toast will accept that.
Toast will follow us to our room.
What do we do?
Okay, it's breakfast time.
Alright, so this place has a buffet style, but Turkish breakfast. So they've got olives and cheeses and stuff. But unfortunately we don't like those things. But they have other stuff as well. So I've got chips and then some salad stuff. And then this is some kind of cake. It looks like maybe orange.
Orange, I reckon.
And
These
then-
are mystery drinks.
Yeah, so this one's an orange flavored one, this one's lemon. We don't know if they're cordial or I don't know what they are, but
they're tasty. And then Catherine's just got a whole apple and then carbs.
Pretty much, and I'm keen. I have no idea what this is. I think it's savoury, but we will find out.
It was, I don't know. I was going to say it was with savoury stuff, but it's all kind of mixed in. So.
And also, here's our breakfast view. I mean, look at that.
It's so nice. There's also ones out this way. You spin around.
Crazy. Alright, we had our delicious hotel breakfast. Then we stayed in our room for a bit, just finished packing, checked out, and now we're out on a quick walk. But we are once again accompanied by a dog. This is our hotel's dog. She just followed us. She hasn't left. At one point she like ran to the other side of the road and we were just like, okay, she's going. No, she crossed the road back and kept following us. Now she's making a friend.
Yeah, she's making a friend, but no,
So I'm not quite sure what's up with us today. I don't know why we've just attracted dogs, but
I'm taking this as a good sign that
Yeah.
we have good energy.
yeah, they
And the
can
dogs
trust us. Yes, I'm definitely not sad about it. What a blessed place.
It is bright as heck.
Yeah, it is.
Where
The
we're
sun
sitting on the rooftop.
is right in front of us. But yeah, we thought we'd finish this video in the most beautiful setting, like with Göreme behind us, sitting on our balcony.
Wow.
Well, the hotel's balcony.
Yeah.
No, it's amazing. We like highly recommend this place.
Yeah, as in like this hotel.
This hotel and this city, but this hotel.
It's Paradise Cappadocia, I
Yeah.
think is what it's called.
Yeah.
It's like affordable, like in the realm of other hotels, but it's got the most beautiful rooftop and such a nice view. And then obviously our room over here
Yeah.
with in the fairy chimney.
And the other rooms look beautiful too, and it's like right in the city, and the breakfast is nice, and the staff are lovely. So honestly,
Yeah.
it's so amazing.
It really
Probably
is.
it'll probably go down as like one of our top
The best places we
accommodations.
stayed. Yeah, definitely. But
But-
yeah, we're about to head down to the bus station to get another long bus to our next stop of our Turkey trip.
We're going coastal for the next 2 stops,
We
so
are.
we're quite excited. So we will see you down on the Turkish coast.
Yes, thank you for watching this vlog. Come along for the next one as well. Give us a follow on Instagram. We occasionally remember to post there. And the blog.
And the blog.
We do post there pretty frequently.
Yeah.
By the time these videos go up, we will probably have started to post some Turkey
Yeah.
posts. So if you need any further info, check it out there.
Yeah, check them out. We are so like lucky and grateful for how our time here went. Like it could have gone so much worse.
Yeah,
And it was just the perfect trip.
it really was.
So we hope you've enjoyed watching seeing this amazing place. And yeah, we will see you tomorrow on the beach.
See you there.
Bye.
Bye.